the Quran and this my Bible, and I keep them right there close to my head so I can keep them in mind.
That's all right.
This is my library right here. I got my I got my dictionary that because I'm terrible at spelling. And these are just some other books from teachings of the Islam, and this is my Bible. And this is the book right here.
I notice you got the Bible and the Quran. Why do you have both?
Well, I read both of them because, you know, they just, both of them really go hand in hand, you know. God sent his message.
But a lot of people are ignorant to that, though. A lot of people are ignorant. They think that the Bible is the real deal, and the Quran is about some kind of funny book, you know, and with weird people.
Well, the only thing that God off limits from the teachings of the Bible and the Quran is that you worship anything other than him. So you can do anything. This world is full of abundance of knowledge, and any book, ain't no book put on earth that's off limits for you to read. The only thing that's off limits for you to do is to worship anything other than God. So and he wants you to have knowledge and wisdom. So, I mean, read many books as you can. The smartest man that ever walked the face of this earth was Solomon. And Solomon was as wise as he was because when he prayed to God, he asked God that he granted him knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And God said, since you the only one that ever done that and wouldn't ask me for materialistic things, I'm going to bless you to be the smartest person to ever walk the face of the earth. And there will be another to come after you to have the wisdom that you have. And Solomon, I mean, he was so smart that he can talk to birds. He can tell a bird, go over there and do this right here and come back, and then you dog, you go over there and do that. He can talk to anything that breathes. He talked to trees, he talked to insects, he talked to everything. And everything he was in communication with. And so when people came around, they thought like he was just this man that was just God possessed, which he was, but they didn't understand the purpose of why he was so smart and why he could talk to animals and animals could talk back to him and he can understand what they're saying. But God blessed him to be that way so that he can teach other people that, you know, if you obey me, and I will grant you knowledge beyond your comprehension that you don't even understand where it comes from. So, you know, I just encourage everybody to read the Bible, read the Quran, to read any book that got something to do with, you know, have an influence, a book that would inspire you.
And with an open mind, right?
With the open mind, you know, that's the main thing. You can't just shut knowledge out, because if you, I was telling the guy the other day, I said, man, you can be as smart as Solomon was. If he didn't exhibit, you know, the wisdom that he had to show other people, then he was a dummy, you know, because wouldn't nobody know how smart he was unless he used his gift that God gave him to help and teach other people. So the smartest man could be the dumbest man if he's not exhibiting, you know, knowledge, you know, if he's not doing what he knows to do is right. So, you know, I read both of them, and man, I tell you, both of them give me, I feel like I'm up here above anybody that don't read both of them.
Right.
So, you know, and
knowledge is definitely power now, and especially when applied.
Right. And I mean, and from all the knowledge that Solomon had, man, everybody that was coming from over across all parts of the earth, man, it was kings bringing him their faith. I mean, they best stuff. They was giving it to him. They was marrying their daughters to him. They was giving them gold. They was giving him the finest horses, the finest cloth, and everything, just because of the knowledge that he had. And that knowledge is power. You know.
I wonder why we don't respect our smart people among black people.
Well, some of them do, and a lot of, again, it's a lot of smart people that you know, like Jesus, he, as wise and as smart as he was, he always took his message to the street. It wasn't a day that he wasn't, he didn't go to church, he didn't go to, you know, he went straight to the street, to the people, to carry his message. He didn't wait till Sunday, you know, he didn't wait till Sunday, he didn't wait till Bible study. took his knowledge and his wisdom, and he wore them sandals out today, till the scrap came loose on him, walking up and down, touching people. People followed him because people wanted to feel the power that he possessed. And so we have a lot of smart people, and a lot of them, just feel like they spirit broke, because I've been that way. I've been, just feel like, man, I got a lot that I want to do, but I just need somebody to be behind me and just give me a little push. So if collectively the people that choose to do the right thing, and the smart people will get out and they'll come together, and they'll utilize, just utilize your brain first of all, and then everything else, fall in place with that. If you're out there doing the right thing, God gonna make sure, without a doubt, that you have every tool necessary to do what He is calling you, or He wants you to do. It ain't nothing you got to ask for. I'm a pure witness to that. So everything that I'm saying, I'm speaking from the heart, and I'm speaking from experience.
Well, basically everything that we need is within us anyhow, right?
Everything that we need is within us.
All you need to do is tap the resources and get the education and experience and training to be able to, activate action. To get busy, man.
Right. And if you put God first, then everything else is gonna fall in place. All your knowledge and wisdom. And even the Prophet Muhammad, he couldn't read, he couldn't write, but that in itself, a lot of people say, well, the Prophet Muhammad, he couldn't read and he couldn't write, but yet his message inspired millions and millions and millions of people. And it was a gift that the Quran was actually given to him in the language of Arabic, which they didn't speak at the time. So when he came back speaking a different language, they thought that he was like possessed or something. But he was actually speaking the language that God told him to speak. And so, in the Quran it said, I give you this words in Arabic in a beautiful language so that you can understand, because it wasn't nobody on earth at the time speaking that language. So when he was given that language, it was as a guidance to people who actually wanted to learn. And then the whole Quran was recited to him by the angel Gabriel. And so when Gabriel first came to Prophet Muhammad and gave him the language, Prophet Muhammad jumped up running because he wanted to hurry up and get back to tell everybody about it before he forgot. Then he said, no need to run. I'm going to make sure that every word that I say to you is going to be in your mouth, just like he told Moses, when Moses said, well, I can't speak the language of the Pharaoh. He said, well, didn't I make your tongue? Didn't I give you lips? He said, I'm going to make sure that every word that I want you to say going to come out of your mouth. Mm-hmm. And so, actually, if a person read the Quran, is only confirmation of everything that the Bible is saying, And it's a real good book to read, and it inspires those who want to be inspired. And not only that, like I say, if you have knowledge of something, then in your own interpretation, can't nobody dictate to you what you need to know or what you ought to know.
Public information. Now, when you unload in Louisiana, what determines where you're going to go from there?
We have planners, like they load planners. My driver manager there. I put in here,
home messaging.
I put in here that I'm empty, that my load is empty. Like I arrive at destination and empty call. I fill out these little things on here, and it goes straight to the company, and they somebody jumping right on it, trying to get you to keep moving.
Home.
As long as you're within your driving hours.
Right. So you never know where you're going to go from one load to another.
No, you never know where you're going from one load to another.
Now, is it possible for you to run the whole United States?
Oh yeah, you run the whole United States, but like I say, you just don't know when and at what time. But
okay,
you go everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
But do you have an exercise routine to keep yourself healthy?
Yeah, every morning when I wake up after I make my prayer, I got my jump rope and I got my weights right here. I got two of these 25. There's another one right over there on the side of you over there. Got my gym shoes and my got me some warm-ups and stuff. So I do that, and I eat healthy out here too, cause I eat a lot of fruit and I don't drink nothing but water, so I don't drink none of the juices and drinks and all that right there.
Right.
The only meat I eat is turkey and fish. I got a lot of sardines up in here and some corn and some pineapples and stuff like that. I snack on like cashews and nuts and stuff like that. A peanut butter and jelly there.
Right.
So I eat pretty healthy, but a lot of times you see a lot of these truckers out there, man, they just they catching it, getting up and down in the truck. But I just try to keep myself healthy because ain't number one of me.
That's right. Yeah, you got that right.
And so I'm gonna try to, and I can die tomorrow, but at least I'm gonna be feeling good.
That's right. That's the same attitude I have, man. So my last question is, when do you ever get back home and how?
You can normally I stay out here 3 weeks and I go home and stay for about 3 or 4 days and then I'm back out here. But whenever you want to go home, you just go on here and you go on here to, let's see which one is it. Home call. You put you match number 8, and then you just put your driver code and your zip code where you're going to stay at. You know, it ain't necessarily got to be home wherever you're going, and then you put the start date of when you want to go home, when you want to be home, and you just put that in there. You got to do it.
Messaging.
You got to do it 5 days in advance.
Oh, okay.
So they'll have time enough to get you a load going in that area wherever you need to be at.
Okay, so when you take that load near your home, then you go on home in the rig?
Right, you go home and you go home in the rig and whatever date that you're supposed to be back there, have you something ready to go that day. And then you just keep on trucking it, shucking and trucking it.
Well, all right then.